Hi, I am Sara Ibrahim with Cameron Real Estate Group, licensed in Mass and New Hampshire.
And I'm George Beaches, branch manager at Movement Mortgage, licensed in New England and Florida.
And we're here today to give you an overview of mass housing products available for first-time home buyer.
Yeah, so the mass housing product is state-funded money that goes to first-time home buyers. It's typically a 3% down payment requirement from the buyer or buyers. A lot of the time you can get free grants that you do not have to pay back until all the money's used up from the state. Or sometimes you can even go on the local level in the communities where you live, in the cities and the towns. You have to get a first-time homebuyer certificate for most of these programs. And when you go through the classes, sometimes you can learn about cool grants that are at the city level or the town level that they give to first-time homebuyers. That's just basically money from taxes that those communities bring in. Most of the mass housing loans have very similar criteria in terms of credit and income and assets. So you usually can't have over a certain amount of assets. You also can't make over a certain amount of income depending on the location where you're going to buy. And your credit usually has to be over a certain amount. Usually it's anywhere from 640 to 680 credit scores. So that's just the general scope of the mass housing program. And like Sara mentioned, there's all kinds of different mass housing programs, just like there's all kinds of different federal first-time homebuyer programs that you can be eligible for as well.
So it sounds like, George, it's something that has to be done on a case-by-case situation. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, when we work with buyers, we first start with the lender, give them all the paperwork, tax returns, bank statement, pay stubs, etc. And then after that, the lender will be able to give you, a pre-approval, tell you how much you can afford for a purchase price. And, after that, you would take that same paperwork and all that thing, and then you would apply or try to pair them with a program?
Yeah, I kind of just, as an analogy, just think of it like 10 different buckets in front of you. Each bucket's a different loan program. You supply your documentation and you do an application with a lender, a loan officer like myself, and we see what buckets that you could get a loan in. And sometimes maybe you can only fill up 2 out of the 10 buckets. We'll focus on those ones, see what the best one is for you, and then I'll send you back to Sara. And when you go in your search, 100% what you qualify for, what your max is. You're not going into this home buying search blind, which is the worst thing to do. You have to be prepared.
Absolutely. And that's why, working with the right team is very crucial, because, buying a home is a big investment. Many people don't get to do it more than once in their lifetime. Others are fortunate and able to do it, 2 or 3 times, but every single time you need the right team with you. We hope you enjoyed this video, and feel free to reach out if you have any further questions or need clarifications. We'll be happy to help.